All right, we're back in Starfield. Where we left our intrepid hero just shortly before they enter Londinion proper. We have been told by the local commander that once we go through that gate, we're on our own. They will not send a rescue party. She will not risk the lives of her soldiers for our fool's errand. Which is understandable. Even though I don't like it. After all, we tried to get rid of the Terramorphs once and for all. And I think, even though I appreciate that she tries to conserve the lives of her subordinates, that this should take priority. So, you know, the good of the many above the good of the individual.
All right.
Kind of shit.
On our way into the city. Percival, where are we heading?
Running the first sweep. Got one. A Sealy's. Not far. Old shipping yard just past the processing plant. Gene samples are probably in one of the containers.
What do you mean with probably? You're sending us on a wild goose chase in enemy territory on a whim, on pure speculation. Can we swap? You go here and I make guesses about the whereabouts of the crucial DNA that we need to get rid of the Terramorphs. We got the minigun. I'll use it as long as I have ammunition for it.
Search protocols triggered.
So it takes a while.
Clean them out and keep an eye out for the morph controlling them. Organic resources like this are more useful than people give them credit for.
Oh, what the? Are you kidding me?
Systems suggest hostiles in area.
Like the last of them. No sign of the morph, though.
Your shipping yard's just beyond the processing plant. Cache with some goodies is towards the rear of the facility.
Kaiser, we close enough for you to dial in the location of those samples from here?
Yes, they're faint, but I'm detecting multiple valid signatures. I have restored power to the containers.
Jackpot. Get down there and collect as many as you can.
Jesus, Kaiser, you just scared the bejesus out of me. Ah, but don't want to weigh me down, and I don't have a lack of money. That was nice. Which doesn't bode well, probably.
Combat procedures.
Oh, Jesus, stealthy. Oh, fuck. Why is it over on me? Oh, I ran out of ammunition. Okay. Well, it was nice as long as it lasted.
out of here.
Samples secure.
Nice work. No. Earlier scan picked up a valid terramorph sample, but, well, it's in the spaceport. And the quick route there looks like it got blasted when the port did.
Huh.
There are steam tunnels under the city, which will allow us to access the spaceport.
What do you... That's right. Kaiser, how did you know that?
I am not sure.
Percival, you see any better option?
Not from where I'm standing.
Then we've got our answer.
Access unlocked. We may proceed.
I don't like steam tunnel. Has a suspicious sound to it.
Kaiser, this flora, this is Lazarus plant, isn't it?
Oh no.
Confirmed.
You know, no one even realized it was a living thing until someone got it under a microscope and saw it had cells. Can't be cultivated anywhere but Londinian. Real marvel.
Somehow feel this will be important down the road. Am I going in the right direction? Oh, I can't go anywhere else. Oh no. Okay. Jesus fucking Christ.
Can't let good resources go to waste.
Indeed. Hadrian. Ich will die Viecher nicht auf meiner Farm. I don't want them to. They look ugly, nasty. Kaiser, would you mind? Stomp on them. These are the ones who put you out of commission on Nero. Haven't you learned? Oh, they like the steam tunnels, right? Jesus, it's not really efficient.
Taking damage.
All these leeches. What's keeping you things warm?
To have shut choke. No. No. This one. Wife beater. So. Ooh, chameleon. That would be cool, but I can't carry any more stuff. More importantly, fangs. So. Because I'm hauling 12 different guns with me because I'm
My
paranoid
God.
of running out of
Look at it.
ammunition. Ooh,
A
money.
Lazarus in bloom. You know, we might be some of the only. What's happening?
Uh-oh.
Have you seen this?
Yeah. That's a shit deal. This is one of these time of parasites.
Leeches are terrible.
No shit, Sherlock.
You just saw that, right? You would tell me if I was losing my mind.
Oh,
That
for sure.
heat leech became a terramorph. The pests that have snuck onto every planet are baby terramorphs. Heat leeches hide out in ships, sneak away after landing, and then, with time, they transform. We just found out how terramorphs move between planets.
Yeah, we bring them there.
Pretty major is right. But if what we just saw, if that's possible, the Lazarus plant, it's clearly an accelerant for the terramorph, a heat leech transformation process. Make one into the other in an instant. But that means if anyone knew about this, they could trigger a terramorph spawning. You could sneak a leech into a city, or even multiple leeches, into a place like New Atlantis. Good God. The attack on New Atlantis, does this... Could someone have set that up? But first, you'd have to know the truth about all this.
Well, we're never gonna know if you don't catch that thing. Get after it.
Are you mad?
Go.
We should... This thing is big as a house. You know, I'm willing to take risks, but I'm not suicidal. I have a nice ship. I have a flat.
Deploying lethal countermeasures.
Ooh, this is a fast ship.
But you
First of all, Kaiser's got the cell data from the New Atlantis and Tau Ceti attacks, right?
Uploaded them myself.
Look at that sample. All right, let's get to the bottom of this.
beginning analysis. It is a match. This suggests with high certainty that the Lazarus plant was used to trigger the attacks on both planets.
There's no way a plant this rare, this fragile, just shows up here, New Atlantis, and Tau Ceti. The transformations on those worlds, they must have been triggered by human hands. Captain, do you understand what it is we just stumbled on here? Exactly. Someone saw the Lazarus plant in action and used it to trigger the attacks. Makes some sense, actually. Tau Ceti was likely their first test, someplace remote where no one would question a few settlers going missing. Ensure the big show, the attack on New Atlantis, would be a success. And the timing of that one, it couldn't have been just luck that it happened right when we were asking the cabinet to do something about the Terramorphs. These attacks, I think someone planned them to set all this in motion. They certainly were. But having this answer, well, it raises a couple of questions. Who could pull something like this off? And why? That's a good point. An accusation this consequential needs evidence to back it up, not just conjecture.
Let's save the discussion for when you all aren't standing in the universe's closest equivalent to hell frozen over.
I agree with
We're gonna do
Percival.
anything to prevent more Terramorph attacks, human cause or otherwise. We need that final sample.
Roger that. Kaiser, get us into the spaceport?
The entrance is this way.
Where this way? Where did you go? Oh, over there.
I am unable to provide sufficient power to the lock mechanism.
Anyone got ideas where we could get some extra juice?
Local power looks like it was controlled in the security office. Upper floor.
Captain and I can scout it out. Kaiser, see if you can't find another way to get it open.
Roger that. I have restored power to the office entrance. You may proceed.
Oh, that's bad. Can't have that on our person. It's contraband. We don't have any sealed. Cargo compartments. So we can't have that on us with impunity. More Aurora. Aurora is
There's the control
at drug which is only
Still looks
legal
operable.
on Neon.
A lot of things to survive.
Sorry, where it is harvested from fish, from endemic fish. But you're not allowed to bring it off Neon, and there are syndicates in Neon who have their fingers in the distribution of said drugs. I'm so glad that ammunition doesn't weigh shit. Xenovors, I don't want to know. I really don't know. I mean, I really don't. So, let's flip the switch.
Reactivated. Error. Control system reboot required. And we do that. Ah, Captain. I think I see it.
What do you see? Ah, well,
Engaged. Running diagnostic.
it's kind of obvious, wasn't it?
Diagnostic complete. Multiple systems unavailable. back in business.
Warning. Emergency recorder message detected. Transcription process engaged. Playback initiated.
Admiral Senna, we need to make the evacuation request.
That's my father he's addressing. He was here? Didn't think he'd have the guts to look those soldiers in the eye before blowing this place to pieces.
Admiral!
It just transformed. An invisible weapon. No planet will be safe. Colonel, the troops that closed off the sewers after my evaluation, they're all in this facility.
Other than our casualties? Yes, sir.
Good. Get them into defensive positions around the spaceport. No one leaves. I'll send ships as soon as possible.
Thank God. None of us wanted to go down swarmed by those things.
That won't be your fate, Colonel. You have my word.
Transcription complete. Physical copy available.
An invisible weapon. He knew about the Lazarus plant. Grab that recording. We should talk. Vae Victis. He destroyed this place. Killed these people to keep what he knew about the Lazarus plant and the Terramorphs and all this a secret. Didn't he? You heard that recording. He saw the potential of the plant as a weapon and hid it away. He killed those people. Condemned this city to keep them from sharing what they might have seen. He was He decided to sentence his own soldiers to death. What kind of commander is that? But I guess that's just another part of his sick legacy now. He thought he was protecting us all, taking the secret to his grave.
If only.
Only he didn't succeed. Now someone else knows about the Lazarus plant and is using it exactly how he feared. Right. Settled systems are counting on us.
I think in my first playthrough I told her about her dad still being alive and caused some conflict.
Guys, your sample, it moved. I'd be real careful out there if I were you.
Our sample moved, which means it's still alive, right? I don't like this.
Is that the sample? Oh my God, concentrate fire! That sound! What is that?
Now some kind of signal. Raiders lighten up. I think you're doing it.
Oh, that's exactly what we need. More of these beasts.
done.
Final sample secure.
All wrapped up. Time to get the hell out of here. Percival, you should unplug and find somewhere we can talk. Privately.
On it. See you soon.
That's the one we already knew. Okay. So. Okay. Hold on a sec. Alright, sorry about that. Don't think I need the light anymore. No, that was not what I meant to take. Oh, fucking kidding me.
Look at all of you. Back from the underworld. Got pretty frantic on the comms towards the end there. But it sounded like this was a success. Got everything we need to put this plan in motion. Can't be positive until we run some tests. But knowing that the Terramorphs have been masquerading as heat leeches all this time is a big find. Arguably makes things more feasible, now that we know what we're dealing with, not less.
Agreed. Plus, I don't think you're gonna have to push real hard to get folks on board with cleaning up one of the galaxy's greatest pests if this is what they're capable of.
But none of that's getting done without the samples. You do have them, right? Hey, was worried about that myself. Though I know I wasn't nearly as much at risk of limb loss as you all were. Now, my connection might have gotten a bit fuzzy there, but do I have it right that Vae Victis knew about this damn plant?
That's what it sounded like.
Guess the old Admiral must have told someone what he learned. Even he's not clever enough to pull off an attack like that from the great beyond. That's putting it lightly.
I
But
don't
it's
like
clear someone
lying.
knows about the plant and realized what ends it could be put towards. Captain, we need to get these samples back to the lab and verify we'll be able to handle cleaning up the leeches as well as the terramorphs. But in the interim, do you think you could look into what we uncovered? See if you can turn up any information on who might have committed the attacks?
If it were me, I'd start at the scene of the crime, New Atlantis.
Oh yeah, that's where.
Perfect. Once you've finished your investigation, we'll meet you outside the cabinet chambers. They're gonna want to hear this. Take care of yourself. No telling who might be involved.
Woo! New level. Okay, so let's see. We could do the faster reload. We could do crit hits. Could do persuasion. Could do medicine, couldn't we? No, we can. We can't. And you can't this. So okay. Yeah, let's go for this one. Alright, so need to go back to the ship.
These samples are going to change the galaxy. Was it better?
Why should I do it easy if it's possible to do it complicated? Look at that humongous ship. Never ceases to amaze me how big it really is. Look at those tanks and those helium tanks. My good lord. I really like this suit. Can we go somewhere where there's more light? Yes. So microgun. We don't need. Shed the choke. Don't need. Don't need. Okay, we keep that. Wait. Did I just... I did. I'm so stupid. I think the other one was... You know what? I'll keep the... I think the other one looks cooler. And it has some perks. Auto healing. Yeah, I think this is better. So... Alright, so... Sorry for the inventory management.
Got anything you need to offload?
Trade authorities always buy. Kiosk right here for you.
You'll be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving. Okay. You've been busy, I have.
One could say so. Oh, he gave me something. I just ran past him. $3,000 credits. Nice. I'm not going to say no. Oh, we need to go up. Okay. Oh, you know, I could have. I should take boost pack 1. Really? I need to go this away. Ah, well then. Oh yeah, we're going to see Vae Victis. This little shit. High on his own power. What a prick. What a cunt. We need to talk.
Well, what a pleasant surprise. When I heard you and Hadrian were headed for Londinian of all places, I presumed you must be onto something big. Did you find what you were looking for? Now, what in the heavens would make you claim something as ludicrous as that? That's quite the claim, Captain. I hate to think what would happen if such a patently untrue statement reached the ears of the cabinet. Perhaps I can convince you to keep this among us. You know, you're far more clever than I expected.
I hear
You
that
want to hear
often.
the words, then? I did it. The Terramorph attacks on Tau Ceti. New Atlantis. My doing. Years of coordination between my associate and I. Figuring out how to deploy the Lazarus plant's pollen outside of Londinian. Learning to synthesize it. Use it as a weapon. Now, being as clever as you are, I'm sure you have thoughts on why I might do such a thing.
You want out of your golden cage.
into the wrong hands. So I ordered the bombing of the Londinian spaceport, fixing two problems at once. Halting the spread of the city's terramorph outbreak, and sealing away knowledge of the plant's potential. It's easy to judge now, but the Freestar Collective had spies everywhere. In that moment, I wasn't about to add another dangerous variable to an already catastrophic war. But then, as the war ended, my trial, my execution, I made a decision. After all, I'd given everything for the colonies. My life as I knew it included. And what did I get in return? Was there any effort by the UC to protect my legacy? My daughter's legacy? No. We were sacrificed when all we did was serve. So I kept what I'd learned and arranged the attacks to set things right again. My daughter, she becomes a hero. I become a trusted advisor, having found Kaiser, the research team, and cement my new position of influence when I hand them the name of the person responsible for the attack on New Atlantis. The dear departed Dr. Reginald Orlays, the associate who aided me all these years, and whom I always slated to take the fall. What luck he was stopped dead before he could hurt anyone else. His decades on the run brought to an end by another unlikely hero. You. There are no heroes without a villain. I simply arranged the opportunity for us to overcome one and become the other. And we all benefited. It's why I had Orlays reprogram Kaiser. Had that old machine guide you to where I found the plant all those years ago. I went to great lengths to ensure your and Hadrian's success. And look at the results. I know for a fact the Cabinet's planning to honor both you and Hadrian once this is all done. Isn't that preferable to languishing away in obscurity? Running jobs on the tail end of nowhere for the Vanguard? With only the vague hopes of perhaps earning the right to buy a home in the well someday. I'm simply looking for you to acknowledge the truth. And let's not forget the importance of our actual endgame. Eliminating the terramorphs. Securing knowledge of the Lazarus plant. What we've set in motion is going to protect thousands, maybe millions of lives. I'm simply requesting one more life be protected. Mine. I've already
I'm
sent
not
along
sure.
the evidence of Orlays' role in the attacks to the Cabinet, leaving out my own involvement. All I ask is that you confirm as much to the Cabinet. Tell them that it was Orlays and Orlays alone. After all, I do still have a long list of threats to the UC.
Are you on that
This
list
may
by
be the
any
end of our
chance?
good works together. That is a pity, Captain. But I'm in no position to negotiate. Though we needn't be enemies, you and I. Just think about the opportunity I've provided here. There are more on the horizon. If you do the right thing.
Alright. Oh, I will do the right thing. I don't think you will be pleased with it, because let's be honest. You didn't do it to save the UC, because the UC didn't need any saving if you just spilled the beans in the 20 years since the Freestar Collective is not our enemy anymore. Because the Terramorphs were still a threat. And you just decided to keep silent about the details. And you sacrificed good, law-abiding citizens of New Atlantis to further your own cause, to be important again.
Perfect timing. We just got in. So on our end, good news. The microbe and the Asylees are both as effective against heat leeches as they are against terramorphs.
Means either plan should work for clearing those critters off our worlds.
Considering what the Lazarus plant is capable of, I don't think we can deal with those things fast enough. I already sent along info to the cabinet to get them up to speed. So what about your end? Did you find anything? Any leads on who might have committed the attacks?
Oh yeah. One could say that. I don't think you'll like it.
That seems unlikely, considering he's been dust for about 20 years.
I'm sure the captain just misspoke. Right? No, that's impossible. He's gone. My father is dead.
Have you seen his body, darling?
Good God, you're not kidding.
Alive. Vae Victis is alive? How did you find him? Wait. You knew he was alive and didn't tell us? You were sworn to... You swore. You were just doing your duty, weren't you? Yeah, I guess I, of all people, should know what a burden that can be. Doesn't mean I'm not mad, but I guess you letting us know late is preferable to never. Now at least we can inform the cabinet and let them deal with him. I'm sure he did. But he killed dozens of people. And I'm not about to let him get away with something like that. But now I guess we've got our answer. Nothing left to do but put it all in front of the cabinet. Any last things we needed to discuss? This might be our last opportunity to talk things through before the cabinet weighs in on a decision regarding the Terramorphs. Asylees aren't hostile to humans, but they are megafauna. If someone decides to pick a fight with one, it could get ugly. But they've already been spread far and wide once before when the UC was raising them as livestock, so the risk of introducing them to new worlds is minimal. Using them to clean up the terramorphs and leeches, though, it's not going to be nearly as expedient as the microbe would be. Given what we know now about the Lazarus plant, the speed of the job does matter. But going with the Asylees, we're at least dealing with known risks.
Microbe is gonna make the cleanup a whole lot quicker. If we're concerned about this Lazarus plant getting deployed again, that's the way to go.
The cabinet can secure the Lazarus plant, and then we're not risking any surprises when it comes to dealing with a microbe.
You're being paranoid. You know the science. You know we can make this safe.
I do know the science. I also know math. And a 1 in a million chance of a mutation isn't 0. So I guess we're still in discussion. Probably best at this point to let the cabinet weigh in, see if they have a preference. It's hard to know. Unlike my father, the cabinet aren't butchers. But killing UC citizens, along with everything else he's done, is unforgivable. But if you're really that concerned, you could request they be lenient. They might be willing to spare him. They are.
Microbe needed minimal adjustment to account for heat leech anatomy.
And the Asylees seem like they're even better at tracking leeches than morphs.
Hell of a sight to watch, though, when they catch them. Like an open airlock guzzling angry spaghetti.
Okay.
And here we go.
Guess we talked everything through. Is there any skill book? No, I think we already looted the skill book, which is here. What flags are these? Brotherhood of Steel. Well, kind of, sort of.
Welcome back, all of you. I wish we were meeting under better circumstances. But according to Hadrian's report, and the second one I just received, it seems the Terramorph attack on New Atlantis was no random occurrence, but a planned strike. Is what I'm reading here true? The second report claims to know the perpetrator as well. Did Reginald Orlays actually commit these attacks, Captain?
Orlays? Well, ma'am, it seems your report is incorrect. Francois Sanon was responsible for the attacks.
He did what? That's impossible. He doesn't have the kind of access to...
Clearly, he made his own access, Chief Sarkin. Madam President, I have been saying for years that not dealing with that man was gonna end in tragedy.
Enough! I hope everyone here understands that what has just been shared is a state secret of the highest order. This information does not leave this room. Now that's quite the accusation your group is leveling. Seeing as Francois Sanon has not left containment for the better part of 2 decades. You have evidence to back this up?
It just transformed. A Terramorph out of thin air. An invisible weapon. No planet would be safe.
Heavens help us. Is that actually him?
I'd know that voice anywhere. That's Francois.
He knew they could do this. And said nothing.
He's a sociopath. Plain and simple, ma'am.
Officer, please collect that recording.
Yes, ma'am. Begging your pardon, Captain.
We'll, of course, be launching a full investigation into how this could have happened. Though I have little doubt the Admiral will be quick to share all he knows on the subject once confronted with that recording. Chief Yassine, can you send one of your interrogators to have a little chat with the Admiral?
I'll issue the order immediately.
Good. Combined with everything else you all have uncovered. Well, I don't think the United Colonies can thank you enough. We failed the people of the colonies by not dealing with Vae Victis sooner. I intend to rectify that mistake immediately. It's well past due. Now, with our villain unmasked, we can attend to the other matters at hand. With the threads you've brought together here, the Lazarus plant, the attacks, the heat leeches, the 3 of you have likely spared thousands of lives. But it now falls to the cabinet to ensure this can never happen again. As such, the cabinet will be securing the Lazarus plant on Londinian. All materials related to the plant will be classified to ensure no one else learns its true nature.
A sound decision, Madam President. Tell the Freestar Collective. Wow. So they have another tool to utilize against us?
I'm in agreement. I fail to see the value here.
That is an interesting idea. A grand gesture to further display this cabinet doesn't think like those of the past.
The observers on Mars have proven such a gesture can bear fruit.
So, you want us to make nice with the Collective by sharing our state secrets?
No, I want us to display plainly the UC's actual intentions, that the plant will never be used as a weapon again.
That does sound worthwhile, Chief Kulkarni. Very well. We'll get the Collective involved in the management. Thank you for the suggestion, Captain. So then, to our final topic. The Cabinet has agreed to implement a plan that will deal with the Terramorph, and now also Heat Leech presence on human worlds. In fact, we've already begun enacting measures to check all UC ports and settlements for undiscovered nests. But we all understand this is only a partial solution. The project we're embarking on will be a long and difficult one. So our first step must be deciding how exactly this all will be handled.
Madam President, this microbe is clearly too much of a risk. The Aseles are the safer approach.
To someone with limited knowledge of biology, perhaps? The technology behind the microbe is solved science, Madam President. It isn't dangerous. Using it to wipe out the Terramorphs would be the quickest path to protecting humanity.
And fast results always lead to the best outcomes, don't they?
As you can see, there remains debate among the Cabinet. We were hoping your group might issue a recommendation. Major?
We've been having similar debates ourselves, but the Captain has yet to weigh in.
I see. Captain, I know this may not be your area of expertise, but we'd like to know your take on the matter.
Yeah, what could possibly go wrong if we do some gene splicing and create a microbe which should kill the Terramorphs?
I'm in full agreement. No need be delving into unpredictable sciences.
And Major Sinan? Dr. Walker, you'd find this acceptable?
We trust the Captain's judgment.
Then the matter is settled. We'll begin the process immediately. Today marks day one for the United Colonies Terramorph Management Division, making you three the founding members of the TMD. As befits such a group, the Cabinet wanted to display its gratitude. Today, we will be adding 3 new Class 1 citizens to our ranks.
Class 1? For the 3 of us? Are you joking?
What he means to say is, thank you, ma'am.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
You all have earned it. Now, there's much to be done. Major Sinan, Dr. Walker, I hope you two are willing to continue your efforts, spearheading the TMD's research on Mars.
We'd be honored, ma'am.
As for you, Captain, the Vanguard will be providing much of the on-the-ground support for the TMD. As a member of both the Vanguard and the TMD, I believe you'll have your pick of duties. Speak to your commander, Tuala, if I recall correctly. He should be able to provide you with assignments going forward, plus help you collect the benefits that come with being named Class 1. On behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our sincerest gratitude. This meeting is adjourned.
Been up there, huh? Space? Must be cool.
Alright, so let's see Commander Tuala. See what he has to say.
Well, well, I've got to say, this is a first. I've never had a Class 1 citizen in my ranks before. Congratulations, Captain. No need to thank me. You brought this all on yourself. I've already gone ahead and processed your Class 1 benefits. All UC goods and services should now have a thanks for protecting the colonies discount. And the credits
Nice.
should be in your accounts now. But to get into your penthouse, you'll have to pay a visit to the Aphelion Realty office. They should be able to grant you access.
Did you just say penthouse?
Higher-ups wanted to make sure you know how much they appreciate what you've done. But with all that squared, it's time to get you a new assignment. There are your standard Vanguard missions, putting those pilot skills to use defending UC space. Or you could help the TMD in cleaning up terramorphs. Oh, and I got a request from Dr. Walker. Wanted your help collecting biological samples to keep an eye out for any, new alien threats on the horizon. Any of those missions call to you? Suppose that's true. Well, we can remedy that right now. Transferring that to you. Done. Report says ships at these coordinates fired on United Colony craft.
Of course I am.
Witnesses say their attackers appear to be Varun craft. So I'd bring the meanest firepower you've got. Do us proud.
Supra et Ultra. Okay, so let's go to Barrett is dead, isn't he? No. Alright, we go to the real estate agent, if I can remember where they are. Restore Embassy, House Room, Armistice Archive. Wait, I do have a map, don't I? I do. Outland, Whetstone. Here, okay, so I need to turn left. I think it's this one, isn't it?
I believe everyone deserves a second chance.
Yes.
Never a better time
Hello,
than
Sora.
right now to settle down and make New Atlantis home. If you're a citizen, of course.
I'm a citizen first class, man.
Well, if it isn't the United Colony's newest Class 1 citizen,
She knew that already.
you've made quite a name for yourself in New Atlantis. In fact, the higher-ups want to thank you for your dedicated service by giving you one of the nicest pieces of real estate in the city. It's a premium penthouse at the top of Mercury Tower. Best location in New Atlantis, in my professional opinion. What do you say? It'll just take a second to get you registered as the owner.
Free stuff? Are you kidding me?
Great! You're in for a real treat. It's one of my favorite apartments in the city. Okay, you're all set. Your new home's located in Mercury Tower in the residential district. You'll love the place. It has a gorgeous floor plan and an unbeatable view of the city.
I'll
Now
be
that
the
you're an
judge of
owner,
that.
I'm sure I'll be seeing you around town.
Alright. Oh, I just wanted to make this my goal. But do I have to go Mercury Tower? Well, from the name of it, I suppose. It should be this one. Holy moly. No, that's the mast. Right? No, it must be over there somewhere. So how do I get there? Oh, we can use the scan tool. Yeah, residential district, okay. So it is this tower then, apparently. Or isn't it?
You see any heat leeches? You've
This
got our
one?
permission to take care of them. Things are dangerous, apparently.
Oh yeah, they are. I had just the scene in mind from
Predators can limit other animals to
Starship Troopers, where the kids stomp bugs, you know. Mercury Tower.
better than the last interceptor.
But why did they replace the handler? I thought the actress was amazing.
She turned him down.
That's a different level than the one we bought in the well. Let's close the door again. This is the living room. One bedroom. Maybe a hobby at the man cave. Very nice kitchen. I suppose this could be the pantry. Big fridge. Do we have a cooktop, but it's not functional. That's a pity. Alright, so what do we have here? Behind door number 3. Ooh, look at that bathroom. Nice. What's this? Cupboard. This looks like the master bedroom with an ensuite. Oh boy, is that an ensuite! Ah, good lord! Almost worth getting toes and fingers nibbled off by terrors. Now we have a balcony. Oh, look at that. Somewhere that's our ship. Huh. Can we build a zip line from here? That would be cool. Alright. Oh, that we already looked at, right? Yep, that was the bath. There's 2 more. Laundry room, facility room, nice. And behind this door, another room. Okay. Could do with a little bit decoration, but I suppose we craft that our own. And here is the other balcony. What's that? Interesting, that's what it is. Can you jump over here? Oh, I think Sora was right. This is really a cool apartment with a very, very terrific view. Yeah, can't complain. Switch off the cam at the light. That's a really cool boat, I must say. This one is a little bit annoying because you can't fit, you know, carpets and so on snug onto the wall. But maybe this is by design. Same goes here. Oh no, this is nice. That's a cool picture, I think. I thought there was another wall which was similarly unwieldy. Was it in here? No. Alright. Never mind. That's really cool. Look at that. That's a cool. What do you call it? Chandelier. That's what I was looking for. Alright. Yeah. Alright, so next mission. UC is more or less done, unless we want to pursue this repeatable quests, which we will probably occasionally, same as with the 3-star. I like these tiger stripes, they're so cool. Alright, so what quests, what to do? So the people from the Constellation wanted to talk to me. What's that? Oh, that's this undercover. Yeah, for undercover we need a little bit more stealth, I think. $150 copper. So many people to speak to. You know, let's do a little quest. Well, you know, if our experience is any yeah, we need... Okay, let's see what makes the energy spikes in the well. I would get lost in that city, to be honest. Alright, let's go to the well. And talk to the powers to be, what they need from us. Probably an arm and a leg if all the previous quests are any indication of what's going on here. You know, things which start as a routine mission turn out I'm now citizen first class and a member of the UC Vanguard as well as the Terramorph Management Department. Or division, or whatever.
There are always about a million things to do, and I'm only one person. It's so overwhelming. Hey!
Fear not.
Oh, you're not Carl. Sorry. I should
No, I'm
assume.
Thomas.
Maybe you go by Carl. You're just not the Carl I was waiting for. We're supposed to be investigating a power drain.
I'm not the call you're waiting for.
People have been reporting brownouts for a while, and Mass finally decided to follow up on it. I can't be in two places at once, and Carl isn't here. So I'm just trying to look inconspicuous. Well, since you're here and Carl isn't, and I really want to get this solved, I will take you up on that. What I need is very technical. I can talk you through it remotely. I'm gonna head to the monitoring station. The first box we're looking for is over near UC Surplus. You know, Antonio's place. I can contact you once you get there.
Okay. Where is this Antonio's place? Is the mission gone? Wait. Ah, here. I think they should automatically make the follow-up quest the active one.
That's it. Great job. So that tripped a secondary breaker, and that goes to... Oh, wow, really? They wired it like that? Jeez, okay. Okay, got it. Next one is way down past Jake's. And maybe up a story or two? It's a bit of a hike. Sorry.
That's fine.
You look like you need something, yeah?
Not from you, lads. Probably not the way to go.
We're expecting. It won't be for a while.
Signed up for a test pilot program just then.
Jeez, this is a labyrinth. Need to get over there. And this door does not open. Okay. Do we have alternatives? Oh, bollocks. Huh. from chicks somehow. Mission board of whom? No. Oh. Here. There's a breaker. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Alright. Oh. Shiver me timbers. Okay, so this is not the way. Let's try this again. Up a level and try to get in here. It's not my house. It is. Okay. So this is not the place we're looking for. Let's close the door. Even though we have a much nicer apartment now, we shouldn't forget where we came from. So it should be somewhere here, right? Ugh. Now we're at the same place again. So I go down here, across here. How do I get there? Uh-huh. What are you? Interesting. Alright. Open sesame.
Alright, we should be near the next junction box. This section isn't used very much these days, so may be a little harder to see.
I have a wall just for this.
That's the one.
That doesn't look good. Uh-huh, only two of us. What a shithole. Look at that dirt everywhere. I mean, at least my flat is relatively clean. Ah, that doesn't sound well. Yeah. So, long story short, the robot dog, whatever that was, is illegal hardware. Some shady guy bought it from Ecliptic, his mercenary guild, and they arranged for a meeting to, hand over, to exchange cash for Robodog. And the guy who wanted the dog did not pay up, but made the cardinal error to leave the other guy alive. Now the problem is this dog here can be remote controlled. And judging by the amount of blood on the floor, this has been a success. Now the question is, where the fuck is Topher? Where can I get his keys from? I'll take this. Because I have a feeling the guy is not alive anymore. If that blood on the floor is any indication. Well, anyway, not my problem. Not going to make it mine. Unless there is something in it for me. Not the welfare after all. Where I need to go? Down here. Okay.
You should be near the next junction box. And if those squatters never cleared out, I would suggest avoiding eye contact. It should be fine. Another switch flipped, another lead to follow. And the lights in here just flickered too. The wiring is worse than I thought. I'm going to work on fixing that little issue while you find the next junction box. Looks like it's over near the trade authority. Okay, just find that and, don't talk to anyone about it just yet.
I used to be an actuary.
That was it, wasn't it? That's not the one. Looking for this one there.
As a tracker agent, what do you
Or is it in the trade authority? That's what she said, isn't it?
Nice hat.
Open sesame. So it must be on the upper floor. How do I get to the upper floor? Guess this elevator would be a possibility. Yeah, here's the... Oh, that's not an elevator. Yeah, I'm coming
It's
out,
cliche,
sorry.
but it's true. Everything has a price.
So... Center up there. So how do I get there? It's above the trade authority. Oh wait, maybe I need to. No, not really. Can't see how I could go up there. No, it's a tablet. Don't get excited, I'm just window shopping. Close that door. We have an upper floor. Hey, it's a good gun.
What do you want? I'm very
Shut your
busy.
mouth. I don't want anything from you. Shut up. So I need to go there. This is a flipping nightmare. I need to get here. How do I get there? Okay, so I need to go to Trade Authority. Let's go there. So now I need to go left and up these stairs here, don't I? Yes. That seems to be the game here to play. Then up this level.
Okay, the final box I need you to deal with should be right around there. Unfortunately, I just realized you're in for a real tangle of cabling. Like 200 years of field attempts to rewire things. I tried to fix it 3 years back and was crying by the second day. Gave up on the third. Anyway, there should be a series of secondary breakers you need to deal with before you can access the junction box. I don't remember the order, but flip levers until all those circuits are powered down.
Oh, wait, hold on. No. Oh, I need all green. Eh. That was lock. Oh, okay.
Wow, you got it. Really well done. You saved me like a week of work. Why didn't you meet me at the monitoring station, near where we met?
There's another one.
Got pilot exams coming. My last night was your last week.
So I need to go around. Where could she be? She's here on the left, ain't she? Oh Lord, this is flipping nightmare. So she's up there. How do I get there? Is there any ladder? Yes, there is. Oh, don't tell me I can't go. Ah, that's annoying. I really wish I had a jetpack now. Well, I do have a jetpack, but I don't know how to use it. Isn't that tragic? Yeah, I need to get there, but how do I get up there? Oh, let's take this then.
Well, you sure did your part. Did I say thank you? Because thank you. There's no way I could have done that in a reasonable amount of time all by myself.
Yeah.
Well, not everyone would
I like to help.
and I appreciate it. Thanks to your help, I was able to trace the power drain. I know where it's coming from.
Unfortunately, the source is exactly where I was afraid it was. The Trade Authority. So that's something that I'll need to deal with. That'll